Welcome to the Truth to You Daily Podcast, a podcast designed for teenagers who want to learn more about God's Word and how it impacts our daily lives. Journey with us as we set out to explore God's timeless truth one day at a time. Good morning and welcome back to the Truth to You podcast. Today is Sunday, and maybe you've just gotten done listening to our live streaming service, and maybe you're getting ready for an afternoon nap or something like that. But I do want to welcome you back to the podcast and let you know that this is an avenue that I enjoy being able to connect with you. And if you're a teenager in our youth group, let me just tell you that I've been missing you. And Sundays and Wednesdays are difficult now because I enjoy so much being able to spend time with you. And I know that you're probably missing church as well. But Lord willing, we'll be back together soon. But until then, we'll continue to utilize the great technology that we have, and hopefully you had a chance to see services today and tune in the morning and in the evening. But let's go ahead and I want to notice our a verse of the week that we've been working on, and it's an excellent verse. Psalm 37, verse 25. Says this, I have been young and now am old, yet have I not seen the righteous forsaken, nor his seed begging bread. Psalm 37, verse 25. I have been young and now am old, yet have I not seen the righteous forsaken, nor his seed begging bread. What a great verse. Hey, we're in 2 Samuel chapter 15. Hope that you had a chance to read it today. If not, as soon as this podcast is over, go find a good truth for yourself, and you can take time to digest that just a little bit. But I want to read for you a verse here right out of the chapter 15. Notice what it says. Absalom said, moreover, O that I were made judge in the land, that every man which hath any suit or cause might come unto me, and I would do him justice. Now, chapter 15 is really where Absalom gets boots on the ground and tries to take over the kingdom from David, his father. It's really a sad chapter, but I want us to notice here in verse 4, Absalom gives a very revealing statement, and you understand exactly what he's trying to do here. He's not barring back his desires at all. In fact, he's throwing himself full force at the control that he wants. And verse 4 really speaks about that. And you can see how he's longing to be judge in the land. He's longing for power. He's longing for control. And he's painting a picture here as he speaks to people in the gate area as they come and go. And he tells them, hey, listen, if I were judge, if I were the one with all of the power and all the ability to make changes, boy, things would be so much better if I were in those shoes. And Absalom, this is all part of Absalom's plan to steal the heart of the people of Israel. But the thing that I want us to come away with here is the fact that, sometimes we ourselves can be ambitious towards position. We can be ambitious or wanting of a certain degree or of control or power. And quite frankly, that may not be something that the Lord wants us to have. And Absalom was not coming to grips with that. Now, I do believe Absalom is a very talented individual. I think we see that in this chapter. I don't think that the Lord wasn't holding him back from being a leader in Israel because of his ability. I believe he had great ability, and one of the reasons why I believe that is because you see the strategy that he utilizes in chapter 14, and then even in chapter 15. Absalom is very good at getting what he wants. And he's strategizing. He strategized to kill Amnon. In chapter 15, he is trying to literally take over the kingdom, which was no small task. And he's doing that and sowing little seeds here and there, all to bring about this this power, this control that he so desires. Again, he had great ability, and that's maybe one of the biggest or the saddest things about Absalom is the fact that he had so much potential, and yet it was wasted and would ultimately come to an end at the end of chapter 15. But the thing I want us to understand is this, is that sometimes we're ambitious of control, or we wish if I was in control, or if I was in leadership, I would make the right decisions. I would be able to make the changes that I want. But understand that may not be something that the Lord wants you to have. Now, that doesn't mean that the Lord isn't going to place you in a position where you will have leadership someday. The Lord certainly has that for all of us on a variety of levels, but God may not want you to do that right now. And let me just say this, teenager, sometimes our perception of things can be skewed and can be flawed. I will be the first one to tell you that when I was a teenager, I had some pretty clouded thinking. I really did. There were times that when I saw a situation, I saw it in a way that was not connected with reality. And so I'm not saying you're that way, but I am saying that it was good when I was a teenager that I was not given the power to make all of the decisions and to call all of the shots. Right now, especially for young people, and I consider myself young. You may not consider myself young, but I am still learning. I still have something to learn, and that's why I enjoy so much being around people who are successful individuals, because I can learn from their situation. Not even successful people, but older people who have been there and done that, so to speak. And so I would just caution you with this, teenager, that the next time you think, boy, I wish I could make that decision, or I wish I could be the one that has the control right now, understand that this is a point in your life where you can learn and you can absorb, like a sponge, the experiences that the Lord is bringing your way. And understand that one day you will be in a position where you will have more power. You will be in a position where you have more control. And along with that comes a greater degree of responsibility. And the Lord is going to hold you accountable for how you use that power and that control that He one day gives you. And so take a lesson straight out of 2 Samuel chapter 15 from Absalom here, who is aspiring to something that God was not giving him. And ultimately, he was in no way ready for. Absalom was not a spiritual man. He was not at a place where he was going to fill a spiritual leadership role in any way. And if he would have been given that opportunity, for sure, it would have been the downfall of Israel. So we see here him lusting after something that was never going to be his. He's going about it in a way that is not pleasing to the Lord. And so, teenager, when your parents connect with you about decisions that they are making for you, the best thing you can do is say, all right, Mom, Dad, thank you so much, and submit to that leadership role. And then as you learn through these experiences, understand that one day you'll have the opportunity to make decisions as well. So just here, a quick thought out of 2 Samuel chapter 15. I hope that that's a blessing to you. There are other things that maybe the Lord spoke to your heart about in chapter 15, but that was something that jumped out to me, and I hope that you're able to apply that thought to your life. Hey, let's go ahead and just notice before we go, I would say our teenager of the day, but we're going to do something a little bit unique. And we're actually having a youth leader of the day. Yeah, that's right. First time we've ever done it here on the podcast. But those of you who know Brother Nathan, he's the youth worker of the day. And we want to pray for Brother Nathan. Ask the Lord would give him wisdom as he leads his family, as he serves his job and continues to keep up with those responsibilities and all of the changes that are happening with so many out in the business world right now with their jobs. Just ask the Lord that he would preserve Brother Nathan and his family. And I know that he would greatly appreciate that, okay? Hey, we'll be back here again tomorrow on Monday. Listen, make this podcast a part of your daily routine. If you listen to the Saturday sit down, we talked about the importance of having a routine, keeping your days organized. I promise you, if you do that, it's going to be a lot more fulfilling and structured, and you'll have better days. Okay, so hopefully we'll see you again on Monday. And you have a good rest of your day. Take care.